You know that feeling when you've been waiting forever for someone to finally stand up to that one person who thinks they can get away with everything? Well, buckle up, buttercups, because that moment has finally arrived in the Sister Wives universe. But before I reveal exactly what went down, and trust me, it's going to blow your mind, I need to set the stage. This isn't just any ordinary reality TV moment. This is the culmination of years of frustration and what can only be described as the most epic verbal smackdown in Sister Wives history. The person at the center of this incredible drama? None other than Sukanya Krishnan, the host who's been conducting these one-on-one interviews for 4 whole seasons now. And let me tell you, this woman has been catching heat from fans for what feels like forever. But something changed during the season 19 finale, and it changed dramatically. For those who might be new, Sukanya has historically been criticized by fans for being too soft on certain cast members. Specifically, viewers have been vocal about feeling like she doesn't hold Kody Brown and Robyn accountable during these interviews. But during the second episode of the season 19 finale, something absolutely incredible happened. Something that had Sister Wives fans literally jumping out of their seats and flooding social media with praise. Picture this scene: Kody Brown, in all his delusional glory, sitting across from Sukanya during what was supposed to be a routine interview. But this time, things went completely off the rails in the best possible way. Kody, being his typical difficult self, was apparently being evasive and refusing to answer certain questions properly. You know how he gets, that defensive, deflective attitude we've all come to know and loathe. But here's where it gets absolutely delicious. When Sukanya started pressing him harder, do you know what this man had the audacity to say? He looked her dead in the eye and said, "I could shut you down if I wanted to." Can you imagine? Here's a professional journalist doing her job, and he threatens to shut her down? But Sukanya's response was absolutely perfect. She didn't back down. She simply said, "No, you can't." Clean, simple, direct. And then Kody had the nerve to clap back with, "Yes, I can." Like some playground argument between 5-year-olds. But here's the moment that has literally everyone talking. Sukanya looked at this man, this grown adult having a tantrum on national television, and delivered what might be the most satisfying line in Sister Wives history. She said, "Okay, or you could stop acting like a baby and have a grown-up conversation like the rest of us." Stop acting like a baby. She called Kody Brown a baby on national television. The woman finally said what we've all been thinking for years. Let me know in the comments, what was your reaction when you heard about this exchange? Were you cheering like I was? The best part is how perfectly this exposed what fans have been saying forever. During this heated exchange, it became crystal clear that Kody was being particularly defensive about questions involving Robyn. His defensiveness basically proved what Janelle and Christine have been saying about Robyn being his sacred cow. The reaction from Sister Wives fans has been absolutely incredible. Reddit basically exploded with praise for Sukanya. One fan wrote, "So proud of Suki for saying that." Another made an incredibly insightful point. He's getting paid to do a job, and he's crossing his arms refusing to do it. And it's great interviewing, honestly, because Suki demonstrated perfectly that Robyn is indeed the sacred cow, and he is refusing to answer questions involving her. Proved Janelle and Christine correct through his non-answers. This is such a brilliant observation. By refusing to engage properly, Kody actually ended up proving exactly what his ex-wives have been saying about his favoritism toward Robyn. Someone commented, "Suki calling him a baby is priceless," and I could not agree more. But my absolute favorite reaction. Are we about to do a stare-down competition? Because I'll just stare back. Suki has finally arrived. This moment represents something much more significant than just one heated exchange. This is Sukanya's 4th season hosting these interviews, and historically, she's taken criticism from fans who felt she wasn't tough enough on Kody and Robyn. For years, Sister Wives viewers have been vocal about their frustration. They felt like certain cast members were getting softball questions while others were being grilled. They wanted to see tough questions asked and real accountability. What's interesting is that Sukanya has generally remained silent about these criticisms. But there was one notable exception. Back in 2023, a fan commented on her Instagram, My biggest criticism is not so much that you don't ask the hard questions, but you explain too much to Kody. I wish you would just let him and Robyn talk and not direct his answers. Sukanya responded, "Sorry you feel that way. I don't think I give him any excuses." But something clearly shifted between that 2023 response and this season 19 finale moment. Whether it was mounting fan pressure or her own frustration, Sukanya came out swinging in a way we'd never seen before. As someone who analyzes celebrity interviews all the time, this was masterful. She didn't lose her professional composure, but she also didn't let Kody intimidate her. She called out his behavior directly and tried to redirect back to having a productive conversation. The timing is incredibly significant. This happened during the season 19 finale, at the end of what has been an absolutely chaotic season. By this point, 3 of Kody's 4 wives had left, and tensions were at an all-time high. What I find brilliant about her approach is how she used his own behavior against him. By getting him worked up and defensive, she actually proved the very points his ex-wives had been making about his character. The phrase "sacred cow" has become central to sister wives' discourse, particularly when fans talk about Robyn's protected status. Janelle used this exact term, and many fans point to this dynamic as a major factor in the family's breakdown. By getting so defensive about Robyn-related questions, Kody essentially provided a perfect example of this dynamic playing out in real time. If this is the new Sukanya, willing to call out bad behavior and hold people accountable, we might be in for a completely different kind of sister wives coverage going forward. The fan response has been overwhelmingly positive, which tells us something important about what viewers want. They don't just want drama. They want meaningful drama. They want to see people face consequences and be forced to confront uncomfortable truths. When Sukanya said, "Stop acting like a baby," it created a moment of catharsis. Suddenly, everyone could see the situation clearly. This moment also shows how fan feedback can influence media coverage over time. Sister Wives fans provided specific, constructive feedback about what they wanted to see, and eventually, that feedback was heard. The fact that this generated so much positive response tells us something about reality TV journalism. Viewers are hungry for interviewers who will ask tough questions and hold people accountable. What Sukanya did was journalism at its best. She didn't let herself be intimidated. She called out inappropriate behavior, and she maintained professional standards even when her subject was trying to derail the conversation. The ripple effects are likely to extend beyond this one interview. Other reality TV hosts have surely taken note of the positive fan response to Sukanya's approach. For Sister Wives specifically, this could mark a turning point. If Kody and Robyn know they're going to face tougher questioning, they might approach future interviews differently. There's something deeply satisfying about seeing someone finally say what everyone else has been thinking. When Sukanya called Kody a baby, she was voicing the frustration fans had been feeling for years. This kind of vicarious satisfaction is a big part of what makes reality TV compelling. When someone finally says what needs to be said, it creates a moment of catharsis that can make all the previous frustration worthwhile. What do you think, gorgeous viewers? Are you as excited as I am about this new side of Sukanya? Do you think this will change how future interviews are conducted? Drop all your thoughts in the comments because I absolutely love hearing your takes on these situations. Your insights always help me see things from different angles. If you enjoyed this deep dive into what might be the most satisfying Sister Wives moment ever, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more reality TV analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video, where we'll probably be talking about whatever chaos unfolds next in this absolutely wild family saga.